folks! Welcome to 2022. It is the first video of the year. I had planned on maybe posting a video Monday and Wednesday, but getting back to work and getting back into like work mindset was a bit more for me to handle than I had expected. So we're getting a video on Friday. Welcome. Because my new schedule will be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the rest of January. But this week was just a little bit of a fluke. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Today's video, we are kicking off the year with a brand new anti-haul because I technically haven't done a new one in 2 months. Because last month I just did like a full compilation of like the anti-hauls of the year. So today we're going to be pulling some things from December, early December, stuff that just came out, stuff that is like going to come out. I have collected a series of things and we're going to talk about why I don't need them and maybe why you don't need them and why I don't want them and why I'm not going to buy them. And if you are new to my channel, this series was popularized by Kimberly Clark originally, who used to upload very regularly and then went on tour with David Byrne and like went and did this whole world tour and performance thing, and it was super cool. And I believe Kimberly is back to making videos kind of sporadically here and there, but anti-hauls were originally popularized by her. Credit where credit is due, as per usual, and let's just jump into the products, shall we? So I had a handful of people tag me in this. This is just a good old-fashioned what the fuck. Taste Beauty. I don't really know what Taste Beauty is, but and I'm sure that this was like a paid ad to show up on an Instagram page. But they're coming out with Nerds flavor, rainbow flavored lip balm, Pez flavored lip balm, which like I kind of am into that. Like I'm into the idea of like candy flavored lip balm, like that reaches into the depths of my lip smackers nostalgia into my chest, that hits that for me, like the Pez and the Nerds, great idea.
But hot Cheeto flavored lip scrub.
Oh no, what? That's so disgusting. That's so disgusting. Flamin' hot flavored lip. There are so many other flavor. You could do like this Fun Dip flavored lip scrub, or like any other Pop Rocks, all these other things, but Flamin' Hot Cheetos. No. The lip balms are hella cute. The lip scrub, light it on fire and have it go to die forever, please. That sounds horrifying.
No! God, please, no!
Next. Because we had to talk about the Jaclyn complexion collection. We have to talk about Jaclyn Hill every time she releases something. I will say, this is far more promising than the bronzer collection that she came out with last year, which was truly awful. The undertones look
better.
They're still quite orange. I will say product photography is not always the most accurate, so it could be the product photography. So in this instance, I mean, I'm not going to buy anything from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics because I don't want to support her in general. But if you are somebody who is interested, I would say wait for reviews. Like, do not go out and buy this because I can't trust Jaclyn products any farther than I can throw them. But you also, it's just, everything looks very warm, very orange. The range is better than the bronzers, and the range is not awful for the concealers. The concealers are more promising than the skin tints, but again, everything is quite warm. So as somebody who is a more cool-toned person, I don't know if I would have any colors out of here, but it's not as big of a deal. I can find colors in so many other things, so I'm not super upset about it personally. That I'm not looking at it, I'm like, oh no, I can't find my shade in a Jaclyn Hill foundation. Like, I wasn't expecting to, and I would never buy it even if there was. But this is a step up from the bronzers, but I would say personally wait for any sort of review or anything besides the product photography coming from the brand. Like, don't just buy it without seeing other people using it. Honestly, I would say that for any sort of complexion thing, unless you're sure your shade is gonna like sell out and you need to try it or you need to have it. Not need to, but you know what I mean. In general, for complexion things, I say wait for reviews, wait for swatches on real people versus product photos. Personally, just my life hack. I don't know. I've been using the same foundation for like 5 years, so what do I know? right? I don't buy new foundations. I literally don't. I swear to God, if they ever discontinue that Bare Minerals foundation, I will riot. Where's the Bare Minerals headquarters?
Next.
Colourpop has a couple of things on the list. The first is this Gone Matte Mega Palette. And it's one of their 30 pan eyeshadow palettes, which I just think are big and stupid and dumb and way too big. And it's so big, I had to say it twice. Any palette that's above 20, I personally think is too big. But this is looking like a Morphe palette. It's looking like a Morphe palette. I will say Colourpop's matte formula, not the worst thing in the world. I've had good luck with the Colourpop matte colors that I've used in the past. So I doubt that the formula's awful, but there's so many shades in here that like don't need to be in there because they're so similar. I'll probably redesign this in my next palette redesign because I could probably delete half of this and it would look exactly the same. And that's why you don't need this, because I feel like they already did this with a smaller palette. They did the Gone Matte thing, or they've done matte palettes with neutrals that aren't 30 eyeshadows. Like, you know, it just seems...
Why?
Why are these two gunmetal grays almost identical, and why do you need both of them? Or why are these two like creamy yellowy white shades in here that are virtually identical? Do you need them both? No. 30 shades for $34. Not the worst price in the world, but I'm not spending over $20 on anything from Colourpop, to be honest. Anytime anything from Colourpop goes above $20, I'm like, no. And then the next thing from Colourpop, because I figure I might as well just get these out of the way, is the Rosé All Day collection, and I swear to God, I made a joke about this, and I somebody tagged me in this on Instagram, and they're like, Abby, didn't they already release this? I'm like, yeah, they did like 3 other times. This, again, proves that Colourpop will put the exact same color stories together and then loosely figure out themes. Because so many palettes look identical, if not like 1 or 2 shades that are slightly off, or the resulting looks that you can make from those palettes are exactly the same, but they all have like vastly different themes. One's like wine, and one's like sunset, and one's like the desert. Like, they already did a wine one. They did wine about, was it wine about it? I don't know. It was wine. And then they did the rosé. Next I know it's going to be Chardonnay, and it's just going to be all cream colors. That would have to have a green. That would have to have a green, though, to be honest. Is this palette cute? Yeah. Do you need it?
No.
However, I will say, this palette coming out almost at the exact same time as the new Natasha Denona Biba Mini, it's kind of hilarious because this palette is 9 shades for $14 versus the mini Biba palette, which is 5 shades for $25. And they look almost identical. So like, if you were really in need of a kind of rosy brownie toned eyeshadow palette that's brand new, I will say that I like the Kaleidos ones better. If you were looking at either of these, what's going to be the better deal? The Colourpop one. I don't think you need either of these. I definitely don't need either of these. But if you had to pick between the two, I would pick the one that's almost twice as many shades for $10 cheaper. So there's that. I literally saw the Natasha Denona one. I was like, isn't this like the same as the Rosé palette? What? I own one Natasha Denona palette, and I think that will be the only one I own. I like it, don't get me wrong, and a subscriber sent it to me, which was totally out of the blue and random, and I had no idea it was coming. I'm not spending $25 on 5 eyeshadows. Don't need it, not gonna buy it. One thing that I want to talk myself out of, because it is so pretty. All the new Pat McGrath stuff that's come out recently is so gorgeous, and the Bridgerton collection is so fucking pretty. Holy shit, this collection is gorgeous. Oh my god. It's a 6-pan eyeshadow and a blush trio. The blush trio looks really nice, actually. I kind of like the blush trio. Oh, the blush trio is pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't watch Bridgerton. Never seen the show in my life. So there's no sort of like wanting to own things that are themed around a show that I like. The products, they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous, but I don't need it. Eye blush palette? Oh. Is it something that you can just use? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. It's really pretty. If I compromised a couple of my own things internally, I would probably buy it, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I just don't need it.
Next.
Too Faced actually did release their ethereal eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette, which was the one with all the butterflies on it. I mean, it looks just as cute in the pictures as it did in like the teaser thing when Jared Blandino like showed it on a video. The palette is adorable. Like, I will just flat out say the palette's cute as fuck, and the font goes with the theme and everything. Like, if there was gonna be any sort of Too Faced collection that made sense with all of the rest of the branding of the brand, it would be this. But the color story is very overdone, and again, I think I own this in multiple iterations. Yeah, it's not a color story that's like super special. The packaging is adorable, but not a special enough color story, again, for me to compromise my feelings towards Too Faced. And I will say the swatches look very lackluster compared to the shadows in the pan, in the pictures. They look way less vibrant, like so much less vibrant. Holy shit, that's kind of wild. Anyway, yeah, the ethereal eye palette. Don't need it. Okay, next. This one, okay. Harry Styles recently came out with a nail polish line, and I don't even remember what it's called, because they're very expensive, and I'm not about to spend expensive prices for nail polish. I will not buy expensive nail polish. I did it before. I owned like several Butter London nail polishes that were like $14 a piece. Unless a nail polish is from like a small business, fucking Etsy shop, handmade, like 2-person company, like, I'm not spending more than like a few dollars on nail polish. Maybe $6 on like a really good top coat, because I don't wear nail polish enough to justify spending upwards of over $14 on a nail polish. So Harry Styles came out with a nail polish line. More like everyday colors. It wasn't anything that was like wild colors or super unique. The packaging was cool. The packaging was really unique, I will say that, but again, really expensive. I heard that some people were getting their bottles broken, like they were coming broken, and I'm all for like traditionally masculine artists, like wearing more feminine clothing and doing more feminine styling, like nail polish. I am so for that, but I also am not going to spend a ton of money on nail polish from Harry Styles, you know? I love Harry Styles, don't get me wrong. I think his music is great, but I don't need his nail polish. But he wasn't the only person who came out with a nail polish. He wasn't the only dude singer who came out with a nail polish, because Machine Gun Kelly did as well. Which, like I said, I'm here for like dudes wearing nail polish. I am here for like the emo pop punk revival of things. I am so here for the emo pop punk revival. Give it to me, inject it into my veins. In general, just music kind of reconnecting with the pop punk roots of my adolescence. I am here for it. But I'm not about to spend $18 on a nail polish from Machine Gun Kelly. Like,
What?
$18! We know attitudes and colors can change almost daily, and embrace this message through nail polish, a beauty category built on self-expression without commitment. Without commitment, but you still have to repaint your nails every day. Who repaints their nails every single day? What? That branding, that marketing text is a little silly. It's like, you can change it every day. And I'm like, you can change your eyeshadow every day. Who wants to change their nail polish every day? You want to dry out your nail beds with acetone every day? No. There's some interesting colors, I will say. There's some like, there's a black, it looks like. Yeah, there's a black, there's like a bright green, there's like a bright reddish orange, and like a mauve. So it's not bad colors. But like I said, I'm not spending $18 on a nail polish from Machine Gun Kelly. Like, it makes sense, I guess, for like a merch type thing for him. I don't need it. And I don't need expensive nail polish in general. It's one of those things where it's never been that big of a difference for me wearing expensive nail polish versus cheap nail polish. The like 1 minute Insta-Dry nail polishes last just as long on me as like a $9 bottle of like OPI, you know? Like, I don't need to spend a bunch of money on nail polish. That, I think, is one of those things that it's not worth a splurge, personally, unless you're buying from like a very small business that has a lot of overhead and like indie brand prices, you know? But lately, the only nail polishes I've been buying are the cheap ones from the drugstore. And for me, that's fine. I don't need expensive nail polish. especially because I have nowhere to fucking put them. Last but not least, I kind of wanted to just talk broadly about the post-Christmas sales. Now, there's a ton of stuff on Sephora right now, and I'm hedging a bet that there's a ton of stuff on Ulta right now. I haven't looked on Ulta's website. I actually need to go in to replenish some hair stuff. My mom got me a gift card for Christmas. But the post-holiday sales, they're always inevitable. Like, they're inevitable. They are going to happen regardless because people don't buy all of the holiday products, which makes me believe that brands should stop doing holiday exclusive products and just put out products that you can just keep all year round and stuff, and they're not themed around like Christmas in Paris or like, I don't, Holiday in the Sun. That's the Mary-Kate and Ashley movie.
Next time, take a number.
There's a ton, so much holiday stuff that's like half off on Sephora.com right now. And while they are good deals, I would guess that the quality is not going to be a regular quality from that brand. Like Too Faced have notoriously not put out as high a quality holiday products versus their year-round products. I would look and see what other people have talked about, like what other people have said about the products specifically, like if there's any YouTube videos about them or reviews on blogs or on Sephora.com if people have used them. Because even though it's like good deal, going out and like splurging and like buying, oh, I thought about buying this, but now it's 50% off, so I can get it now. Definitely if there are like a few things that you were really wanting and like A, asked for it for Christmas and didn't get it, or B, were debating getting it for yourself but wanted to wait until the holiday was over in case you got it, now would be a good time to do it because it is going to be on sale. But if these are things, if there's anything that you were like not even sure you wanted to get in the first place, don't just go out and buy it because it's on sale, because then you will in turn bring so much extra shit into your life that you don't need just because it's on sale. Just because something is a sale doesn't mean it needs to join your household. One of the nice things about working at Lush was that we never really did sales except until like the day after Christmas when we were trying to get rid of specifically the Christmas products. And with that stuff, it's like holiday products make sense because they're gifts and, you know, you use them. It's a bath thing. You use it once and then it's done. Or if it's a bubble thing, you use it a few times and then it's done. So holiday products make sense for like bath and body stuff. But for makeup, I don't feel like it makes that much sense because it's something you're going to keep in your collection for a longer amount of time. Even though there's a ton of stuff right now that's on sale, don't just go buy it because it's on sale. Like, don't. It would be interesting to see like what's the profit margins for different brands. That's another thing. If a brand is doing sales constantly all the damn time and all of their products go on sale, you know that they're marking up their other products to pay for those sales. Sales cost money. Like sales make money. Once they drop the price, they have to make up for that elsewhere. So all of these brands that have all this fucking sale items on Sephora right now, all the Christmas stuff, all eyeshadow palettes, maybe like the sets of of minis or things that you were wanting to try might be a good deal. But if it's like an eyeshadow palette or a lip thing or like ornament, anything that's like absolutely themed around Christmas, unless you're like Josh and wear Christmas sweaters all year round, don't buy it. Don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Even though it's on sale. Also, most of the time, individual brands have better sales than Sephora after the holidays anyway. Sephora does not do good sales. Like, if you're actually looking to take advantage of a sale, go to the brand's individual websites. Way better sales are on brand websites versus Sephora. That's just my 2 cents. Sephora sales are not good and they're not worth it. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. We had some Colourpop shenanigans. We had a brand new Jaclyn Hill release, which it's not the worst, but it's not the best either. For today's song of the day, let's see. Tithe from Menomena. It is off their second record, Minds, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. I love them so much. I miss them. I've seen them play like 4 times, I think. I own this album on vinyl. It's so good. All their albums are great. But that one particularly, ooh! Like, they were in the process of releasing that album the first time I saw them in Portland at Music Fest Northwest in like 2009. So like, Ooh, I love it. But yeah, Tithe from Menomena is your song of the day. It is old, but it is good. If you would like to see more of me, please subscribe. That'd be super cool. You can hang around, see when I upload new videos. This month it's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we will see what it is from there, if I keep it or if I go back to Tuesdays and Fridays. I have no idea. If you would like to follow me on other social media, my Instagram and my Twitter are both Abers07 with a Z and a 3. And my Twitch is just Abers without the 07 because I wanted to drop that once I made a Twitch, because the 07 is a relic from the year I graduated high school. So, fun fact. Yeah, so if you would like to follow me anywhere else on social media, those are my links. I hope you're having a good week. I hope you had a good week back to work. If you had a nice little break, I hope you were able to get back into it. I hope you are staying hydrated, staying healthy, well rested, any of the other good things that keep you happy and healthy and going. So happy Friday. Have a good weekend, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!